Hello everyone, Jilles Groskamp here from Team Infinity, and today in this video I want to talk about the Infinity IF15-2 and I want to talk about my World Championship winning car. It's here with a trophy. I feel very good, very proud of winning the IFMAR World Championship for the 110. For many years I tried and now finally I got this big title, so I'm very happy with this. This is the car, how it came off the track. I just cleaned it, and yeah, today I want to show you what's new, what I did with the setup, and yeah, just to show you really the car that won the World Championship. So yeah, this is the car, the IF15-2. It's quite a standard car, nothing really special. For this track, we of course we knew it was a high grip track, and thanks to the Thai team, Andy and Shavit and Trin and all the other Thai guys there, they found a very good basic setup for the super high grip. And one thing which was very important was the low CG in the car. So in the team we decided to try the USP2 shocks. This pretty much the shocks from the IF14-2. They are a lot shorter, so it's very low in the car. So we designed the shock tower for this, the lower shock towers, also in the rear, and this really helps for flipping less because the weight is more down in the car. And also this shock works really nice. You have 4-hole piston, 3-hole piston, and another reason we try these shocks, because we have a wide range of shock springs. For the high grip, normally you run a softer spring. Now we know in the IF15-2 with a long shock, we don't have much options for springs. Normally they're quite hard, and therefore the car will flip more fast. So we had to find a solution also for the spring. Now by using the short shocks, we could use the electric spring. So on the end I ran the 2.8 SMJ and the 2.7 SMJ, and that was for me the best feeling, the best balance. And yeah, it's what I say, it's quite a soft spring, and I think it will definitely work also on other tracks, but you have to have a little bit of traction. But this is gonna be interesting also for next season to see how this shock setup works on tracks like Apeldoorn or other tracks who are running normally at the ENS. Yeah, I will come with the camera a little bit closer so you can really see all the detail, and I will explain some things why I decided to run this and run this kind of setup. So come and have a look. So here I have the car a little bit closer. Yeah, as you can see, the shock tower is super low, short shocks. Yeah, a lot of weight in the bumper just makes the car more easy to drive. You take away a bit of steering, and also the car just flips less quickly. I also made a small stopper here to avoid the body to get up. Sometimes while we refueling, it happened that the body came up for some reason. So we made a small small piece of plastic, and we put it there, and it really helped to not have the body stuck on the bumper anymore. Now, yeah, looking at the diff setup, you can see this is a diff. It's a 2 million diff. A lot of other guys, they ran a putty diff, so a very hard diff. But for me, the putty diff was too hard. It didn't feel right. With the 2 million, I felt I had a little bit more feeling with the steering. I had a lot of steering, but I could also out of the corner, the car stays more stable for me. So that was definitely better for me to run 2 million. The rear diff, it's the standard black diff. It's 150k. Also, some guys they ran even harder, 200k. I felt 100 was a bit too soft. You don't have so much drive forward, but with 150 it felt quite good. Yeah, you can see the car have at some points the yellow pulley from the old car. We did it because of we had some issues in practice with the black pulleys, not really serious issues, but sometimes the pulley broke down, and I think because of the super high grip, there's a lot of load, and the yellow seems to be a little bit more safe, so that was the reason for that. Yeah, anyway, the black is still black diff from the IF15-2, of course. Yeah, other things. Look at the chassis. This is a standard IF15-2 chassis. I put some weight in the front, of course, 28 and 14. So the car was a little bit overweight, but it was not a big problem, of course, for the high grip. I didn't use the screw in the middle, just to this solution was right what we needed, a little bit stiffer rear. I didn't use anything in the arm, although this was hard suspension plastic. Also the front, all hard suspension. Yeah, I feel it's just more stable. Also the hub is hard, it's quite stiff. Yeah, it feels more stable to drive. Yeah, as you can see, the camber, I don't know if you can see it, was a little bit like this, because I ran around 0 degree and still the car tends to almost flip. So yeah, the tire wear slowly going like this and not like normally like this, and that's normal, pretty much standard on a high grip track. Also the other side. What I did to avoid traction rolling as well is to put some shims under the upper, the front upper link, because the front upper arm, I have to say, is 1 millimeter, so you have less camber change, so it makes the steering more smooth. I will go a little bit closer. Here is the caster, only 1 millimeter. Yeah, it's simple. If you run more caster on high grip in the middle of the corner, you get more and more steering, and that is really you don't want to. So I try even without a clip here, all the clips on that side, but then the car was a little bit too much understeer, so 1 millimeter there was the best compromise. Yeah, what else? The clutch, we ran the standard clutch, nothing special there. I have to say I ran a BM spring, which is a little bit harder than the standard spring. It was a little bit better, also because of the high grip. You need a good punch. Very important thing was the stiffener on both sides. You can see it here, and the other side also makes the car a lot more easy to drive, more stable. And that was definitely a lot better. Yeah, I went back to the radio box. Of course, it's a little bit heavy, but it's for sure it's safety. It's also very important. Now, look to the rear. As I mentioned before, the shocks is very low in the car, and this definitely made the car roll less, stay more flat. And this is very important, that you still have the up travel when you push it down, and this also prevents the car from flipping more. So definitely this shock setup was really nice. If some of you guys will see this is actually the old block of the i15, which is 1 millimeter more out, so the arm is 1 millimeter more short, but at the same time this shock position is 1 millimeter more out. I can't really say what is the difference, but for me it was just a better feeling, and I really liked the car with these blocks better than the standard block. So I really stick with the old block. For the camber link, shim is 1 millimeter, a little bit lower. The more shims you went there, the more aggressive the car was, and also in the mid corner it will snap. So this was the best compromise. Roll bar is 1.7, a little bit soft, not too hard, otherwise the car also tends to flip from the rear. And the front roll bar was 1.9, also felt good, have good steering. Yeah, the servo saver, I actually ran a standard servo saver, not the aluminium one, just a plastic one, because I felt on a high grip plastic has a little bit flex, so I thought that was also more smooth to drive. For the Ackerman, for the bump steer, I didn't use any bump steer, so it was when you push the car in, the wheel go a little bit more toe out. I also ran 1.5 toe out, a little bit more than normal, just to have the car drive more easy. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you can see, the UD OS engine was absolutely amazing. Good power, good mileage, with the standard pipe of the OS engine. yeah, of course the width of the car is almost 200 millimeter, as wide as you can within the rules. And yeah, this is pretty much the car. Looking at the body shell, this is the ZC1 Extreme body shell. Nothing special, was a pre-cut. I actually didn't even try another position. I thought the pre-cut already felt really nice. Only thing is I ran the standard wing. It's more lightweight, so you want to have the weight as low as possible. So this wing yeah, did the job. And as you can see, I had to put a little bit of the aluminium tape, which was allowed to have the car or the body shell at the 90 gram. So yeah, that's the body shell, and that's the car. I think nothing more to say. It was just absolutely amazing event, and the car worked really great for 1 hour. Also after 1 hour, if I look at the belts and the drive shaft and everything, it's like new. Also the gears, we ran the new gears, the G271 gears, and yeah, everything is super nice in this car. So that was my World Championship winning IF15-2 car. I hope this was nice to see for you. If you have any more questions about the setup, you can also see it on my page. I already posted setup. Yeah, this is of course a very unique track, so this setup might not work at your home track, but still, yeah, you can of course learn something from it. Yeah, again, super happy with the victory, super happy with the car, and we will definitely improve more and more, so stay tuned. Thank you again for watching this video, and see you next time.